welcome to Orion Yoga. My name is Ryan, and thank you for joining me for this 30-minute simple seated yoga practice. Today we will be starting in right side Sukhasana, easy seat, with the right leg forward. If you find that you have some difficulty in this position with the knees or the hips, um, take a second and go look at my video on modifications pose, because this is where we're going to spend majority of this practice. Start by softening or closing the eyes, softening the face, deepening the breath, grounding and balancing at the hips, balancing the shoulders, allowing the hands to rest wherever comfortable. Find some length in the spine, in the neck, crown of the head gently reaching toward the ceiling. Finding a subtle tuck of the chin, and maybe a slight constriction of the throat. Beginning to focus here on the breath, creating a gentle, steady rhythm of inhales and exhales through the nose. Allowing the belly to swell with the inhale and gently pull in toward the spine with the exhale. Allowing each breath to be just a little bit deeper than the last. Softening the face, softening the shoulders. Find a nice deep inhale here. With the exhale, allow the hands to fall by the sides. Inhale as the arms rise, maybe the gaze lifts as the hands meet, and exhale down to the heart. Find 3 of these movements with the breath. Inhale to rise, exhale to heart. One more inhale, and exhale to Anjali Mudra, heart center. Nice firm press of the palms at the center, chest, shoulders, elbows lifted. Tall spine. We'll find 3 breaths here. As we inhale, apply slightly more pressure between the palms. And as we exhale, keep the palms together, but gently soften the arms. Inhaling, arms engaged, the chest, the shoulders, the back as the palms press. Exhale to soften, hands stay together. One more inhale, engaging all the way down to the core, the hips press into the earth. Exhale, soften, hands release. Inhale, arms rise toward the ceiling, hands stay parted. And as we exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold toward the mat. Find some gentle free movement in the shoulders, the hips, the lower back. Gradually, we'll begin to walk the fingertips away from the body, keeping the spine neutral, the neck neutral. Not too flexed, not too rounded. Deepening the breath. Deep breaths into the belly, Belly pressing toward the thighs. Nice deep inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, walk the hands halfway back to the body, lifting the shoulders. We'll walk over toward the right side, chest and torso pointing in the same direction as the knee, at least generally. And once again, walk the hands away from the body, sinking through the left hip, balancing the hips and the shoulders, keeping length in the spine and the neck. Still neutral, not too flexed or rounded in the spine. Nice deep inhales and exhales. One more breath here. And exhale. Same halfway lift back toward the body. Bring the right hand out to plant in line with the hip. And we'll begin to open the left shoulder as we lift the gaze toward the ceiling. Then extending that left arm up and overhead. The focus down to the right arm. We want to try and rotate that bicep so it's on the top of the arm. If we have some room here, we can begin to bend through that elbow, lengthening through the left side of the body. The gaze underneath the left arm if that's accessible. Okay for the neck. Deep inhale. Gently reach through the fingertips. With the exhale, big circle forward. Walking the hands back toward the thighs. Nice tall seat. Knees into the center, lengthen the legs. Point and flex. Feet. Find some circles at the ankles. One direction and the opposite. Wrinkle the toes. Sit up nice and tall, grounding into the seat. Inhale, fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Starting at the shins, gradually moving toward ankles, feet. Focus here on that neutral spine, not rounding too much, not really flexed, somewhere in between the two. Think about focusing the chest forward as opposed to down. Gradually pulling that chest through the shoulders, toward the feet. Bring the focus to the breath. And with each inhale, deep breath here, and exhale. With the inhale, draw the knees to the body. Bring the right leg to extend. Up tall. Bring the left arm behind the back. Right arm crosses inside the thigh. Sit up tall with the inhale, and exhale, gently twist to the left side. Feel free to slightly reposition. Gradually, the chin follows the left shoulder. Deepen the breath into the middle of the body. Nice deep inhale. And exhale forward. Bring that left leg in. Sorry, right leg first, so that we can find our left leg Sukhasana. That means the left leg forward in easy seat. Come back to that place where we began our practice, softening the face, softening or closing the eyes, deepening the breath, grounding and balancing at the hips, balancing the shoulders, finding a nice deep inhale. With the exhale, hands fall by the sides. 3 breaths here. Inhale to rise, hands meet, and exhale, heart. Inhale to rise, exhale, heart center. One more nice deep inhale and exhale. Eyes are soft or closed. 3 breaths here at center. Inhale, firm pressure between the palms, engaging arms, shoulders, chest. Exhale, hands stay together but gently soften. Inhale, engage, creating warmth, creating length in the spine. Exhale, soften. One more nice deep inhale here. Firm pressure. And exhale, soften. Inhale to rise, fingertips to the ceiling, hands stay parted. And with the exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Feel free to find that same gentle free movement in the lower back, the hips, shoulders, the neck. Allowing the body to loosen. Then gradually walk the fingertips away from the body. Allow the hips to sink. Spine, the neck are both neutral. We're focusing on the breath. Deep inhales and exhales. One more inhale here. And exhale. Inhale the hands halfway back to the body. Lift the chest and shoulders. Walk over the left thigh. Exhale, hands walk away from the body. Hips and shoulders are balanced. Spine is long and neutral. And the breath into the belly, belly pressing toward the thigh. More inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, rising to palms. Left hand in line with the hip. Begin to open through the right shoulder. Fingertips, arm extends. Take a look down. Notice that left side bicep, the top muscle of the arm, should gradually roll on top of the arm. Seeing the gaze if that's accessible. Gently bending through. Left elbow if that's good. Depth. The right side. Sink that right hip. Extend through the finger. Inhales into that right side of the body. Breath. Exhale, moving forward. Arms return to the body. Both legs long. Find that same movement. Crinkle the toes. Relax the heels. Find some nice rotation at the ankles. This time, before we do our forward fold, we'll plant the hands in by the hips. If that is not accessible because your arms are too short, blocks can be a good option here. We'll first focus on lengthening through the heels and drawing back through the toes, finding some engagement in the thighs, the top of the thighs specifically, at the quadriceps. Pressing the palms into the sides, lengthening through the spine, through the neck, crown of the head, feeling some slight engagement all the way through the body. Staff pose, Dandasana. 3 breaths. That engagement. Keep lengthening through the heels, drawing back through the toes. Sinking the shoulders, pressing into the palms. Last deep inhale as we reach through the crown of the head, and exhale to soften. Inhale, fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Maybe once again starting at the shins, gradually making our way through the course of our practice to the feet, to the toes. We begin to deepen in this pose. Let's make sure that we're not finding shortening on the inner thighs, inner calves. On a nice flat foot, heels pressing away, toes drawing toward, keeping the chest moving forward, neutral neck and neutral spine. Notice if the feet start turning inward or outward. Nice deep inhale here. And exhale. Inhale to rise, draw that right knee into the body. Right hand behind the body. Left arm crosses inside the thigh. We can be slightly reclined, but we want to keep a nice, long, tall spine. As we inhale and exhale, gently twist to the right side. Deep breaths into the mid body. And gradually following right shoulder. Deep inhale here. And exhale forward, releasing that left arm. Bring the left foot into match and we'll open the knees to the sides. Bottoms of the feet pressing together. Starting with hands behind the hips. Knees opening, inner thighs softening. Supta Baddha Konasana. Blind bound angle. What would be if we were reclined to the regular Baddha Konasana. Pressing into the palms, into the fingertips behind the hips. We're gently drawing the chest forward over the legs. I'm going to stay here if that feels good. We'll bring the hands forward, feet, keeping that same forward momentum of the chest. Nice neutral spine and neutral neck. Sinking the knees. Taking the breath. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhaling to rise, using the hands to close the knees like a book. Make sure we're seated toward the center of the mat. And we'll find our way to the back. Knees bent. Find a gentle tuck of the shoulder blades. Draw the knees in toward the body. Find some gentle free movement, rocking, swaying, circling at the hips. Gentle massage for the lower back. Allowing the feet to plant. Finding some gentle windshield wipers to the left and the right. Feet can be close together or walking out to the edges. Close together is more lower back. Farther away, more hips. Nice deep inhale. With the exhale, we'll begin to lengthen through the legs. Bring the arms long overhead. Fingers and toes reach away with a nice deep inhale. And exhale to soften. 3 breaths here. Inhale through the fingers and the toes. Exhale to soften. One more inhale, nice deep breath. Deepest breath of our practice. And exhale to soften. Slide the heels out to the corners of the mat. Bring the arms out wherever comfortable by the sides. Find all the little movements that you need, flexing fingers and toes, rotating wrists, ankles. As we make our way toward rest, slowly beginning to soften or close the eyes, softening the face, releasing tension from the jaw and the brow, softening the eyes, allowing them to sink, allowing the awareness to sink behind the eyes. Gradually beginning to move that awareness throughout the body, seeking out any areas that we're still holding on to tension. Drawing the awareness to those areas with the breath, allowing them to soften with the exhale. Finding rest here, the benefits of our practice in Shavasana. beginning to allow the breath to deepen. Slowly beginning to return. Excuse me. Slowly beginning to return awareness, the external body, sending gentle movements, fingers and toes, keeping the eyes soft or closed. As you feel ready, making your way onto the side, finding 3 deep breaths. As you complete those breaths, maybe still keeping the eyes soft or closed, begin to make your way to a gentle seat, grounding, balancing at the hips, lengthening gently through the spine, through the neck. Crown of the head lifts toward the ceiling, allowing the hands to fall by the sides. With the inhale, arms rise, hands meet, and exhale down to the heart. I'd like to thank you all for joining me today, sharing your practice with me, and allowing me to further my practice with you. Namaste. Thank you all very much. Please take a moment to hit the like or subscribe, leave a comment that I know you enjoyed this practice. I will see